So what's good YouTube? Welcome to the channel, your Wellness Shanisha. So on this one I'm speaking about belonging and it's titled Whose or You. So on this one I'm speaking about, belonging because out here I'm seeing there's the constant struggle and search to belong in humanity, like all of us. Doesn't matter the color, doesn't matter the financial status we hold. Like people are always searching, and I think that it's this thing of belonging that trips us up. So I was recently watching a podcast, of some African girls. However, they born, you know, first world country, overseas, UK, London, and the mother was born like in a African country, so they first generation British, let's say. And now, so they were speaking how they don't belong and they want to eventually return to mom's country, etc., etc. And yeah, and I was just thinking, like, I don't actually see them fitting in the mother's country. It's sad because, like, their upbringing and just the culture, the beliefs, they don't know the language of the folk back home. They don't have the cultural understanding of the folk back home, and yeah, and yet that's how they feel. It's like they long to be back home, and yet at the same time there in London where they were born and brought up, they don't truly fit in. So this is what I'm seeing a lot like nowadays. Like even with men's search or conquest, I don't know how you want to look at it, like to go to Mars. Like we want to leave Earth and constantly searching. And yeah, and there's also like on social media, lots of Black Americans speak of returning to Africa. There's the search there again and what have you. But either way, I'm coming to think that it's all vanity. It's just a fruitless, futile search if you haven't done that inner work, but not even only the inner work, the inner belonging. So it's like you know, the challenge here is that they're seeking belonging in a fleshly, natural thinking and understanding, like within this world, still, in the worldly cultures and what have you. And I think this is why they're not coming to the place where they're finding peace. So, some things to consider, firstly, I have here is that number one, we all belong to the human race. That's something to know. Second one is that we belong to the Creator. He made us. Fine. But then much more than that, His Son, Jesus, paid the price. So His Son bought us that we were lost. His Son paid the price with His own life for us. So that tells us, like, so this inner belonging is what we need to first come to the realization and understanding of that deep inner belonging. Because if we're looking for it out here, like in a country, in a club, in a group, etc., we're going to be constantly searching and never really find this belonging and this peace. Like, so that's why I said, like, whose are you? And that's the question that we need to each ask ourselves and find an answer. Like, whose are you? And then you will know where you belong. Like, whose are you? Are you God's or are you the devil's? And if you God, like He has a purpose, and when you accept that you His and walk in all of that, and then you just find your purpose, etc., 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 and then you like don't need to be seeking out like for this fleshly, natural, physical belonging that is like never satiated. You know, and then some thoughts on this also that I had is like when you look at Israel, the people, God's chosen people, the nation of Israel. And you find that because they also haven't done that the knowing of the inner belonging, who they are, that they lost, they're all over searching, they're not even in their own land today because of this, like, because they never come to terms truly of who they are, that they God's chosen people, He is their King, and when they do, they will return, is what I believe. So much about this belonging, and it's super important. It's super important. It's like, like when you come to that place of knowing who you are as a person. These are some of the things to, like, question yourself and find the answers to, and find the answers to. Yeah, so I hope this one blessed you. This is a short one. These are just some thoughts that I had, and I just wanted to get it out. I don't know if it's off topic for my channel, but either way, like, we belong first to God, and even in that, we have a choice to make. Do we want to? Whose are you? It's for you to decide, because you still have that autonomy. So yeah, and also with that, it's like belonging to God. Then you're not belonging to the world anymore. Because, like, can you see, like, the levels, and belonging to the world, and then it comes with the physical material searches that I spoke of, versus belonging to God, and that is the spirit. And when you tap into that, and you find peace, this peace that surpasses all understanding, and all those fruits and gifts that come with that, the favor. So just a question that I had, and maybe some of you are struggling with belonging. These are some questions to ask yourself, and hope you can come to some conclusions on that. Okay, all for this one, you're going to session, finding my higher voice, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.